Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of ReCAST hosted by Edward Roccatello, and today's article is "You might as well timestamp it," which took my attention, and it's about web development, but not only web development. So let's read it together. In my 15 plus years of web development, there are very few things I can say are unequivocally a good idea. It almost always does depend. It always depends. Storing timestamps instead of booleans, however, is one of those things I can go out on a limb and say it doesn't really depend all that much. You might as well timestamp it. There are plenty of times in my career when I've been stored a boolean and later wished I had a timestamp. There are zero times when I've stored a timestamp and regretted that decision. Why is that? Because anytime a piece of data is important enough to store a truth-falsehood in your database, it's likely important enough that you'll eventually want to know when that state was set. It's like the exact opposite of Genyi, which I don't remember what it means. You ain't gonna regret it. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna need it is Genyi. Even in the rare case that you never need a timestamp, what you have lost, its cost is negligible, both in data storage and coding overhead. Your code merely needs to consider a null timestamp as false and any non-null timestamp as true, and there's your boolean use case. An example in JS. Using a boolean is let is published equals true. If is published, console log it's true. If not published, console log it's false. Using a timestamp, you will do let published at equals new date. If published at console log is true, it's not published at console log it's false. The ergonomics are darn near identical, and you can predict this up with a helper function called isPublish. We check the published at attribute. Basic stuff you already know, I'm sure. Next time you're tempted to store in an isDeleted boolean, reach for a deleted at timestamp instead. If you think you need an is hidden field, try using a hidden at in its place. Live with that for a while and then ask yourself if you regret the decision. Or if you're about to create a has signed in boolean, you are gonna want to know when that happened. Sign in at to the rescue. Future you will thank you. Okay, the article is complete. I'm quite confident you will agree with what is written in it. The only thing I will add here is that on database it's quite more expensive using the timestamp and not expensive not only in terms of space and performance. It also you have to consider that you may have a local zone to be considered and many other things. If you just use UTC Universal Coordinated Time for timestamps, your problems will be probably solved, as but if you need to show when the timestamp has been set in the local zone and your software is going to be used worldwide, time zones may add a bit of things to manage so it depends. It always depends. I'll be back on this in a future issue, so for the moment it's everything. If you like to read the original one, I'll add the URL and the reference to the original article in the description. So thank you for listening, and subscribe, like this video, and add your comment if you like. See you to the next episode. Goodbye.